What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Rita. I am so happy to be coming to you guys with a video. Seems like it's been forever. I have missed coming on here doing my videos. I have missed having the taste and having the smell. Oh my God, Corona tried it. Corona tried it, you guys. Thank you guys for all of your support while I've been away from doing these videos. You guys have still, a lot of people that's not even subscribed have been watching my videos, have made it where I still got a check last month and I didn't do any videos. I thank you guys so much. Thank you for the prayers of the ones that knew about what was going on with my husband and the whole Corona situation. Thank you guys for praying for me. It has worked. My husband is finally on the up, and I am just thankful to God and so appreciative of the love and support to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on meatloaf, just regular beef meatloaf. I'm going to show you guys how I do my meatloaf. I'm going to show you guys the topping that I put on my meatloaf. So let's get right into it without further ado. And the word of the day is colander. Okay? Colander or colander. Okay? I know how to pronounce it. Thank you for all those tips and all those you so ghettos. I am that, you know. So catch me outside if you think you can do that. But thank you for the ones who did it in love. And to the ones who did it in hate, you don't have to watch. Still got to check. But it's okay. We're going to move on because I can get very ghetto. I know that's my nature. That's who I am. Proud about it as well. So we're going to make this meatloaf, this down-home southern meatloaf today. And we're going to do it as quick as we can, y'all. It is Sunday. It is 5:30. That's late for me. But, hey, it bees like that sometimes. Okay? Okay. Let me just get some little stuff out. My stuff is already cleaned off, wiped off, bleached down. Hands be washed before I start. I wash them throughout my videos. You don't always see me wash them, but trust me, I do wash them. And on the occasion that I may not do any of those things, I'm just showing you how to cook. I'm not doing a video on how to be the contamination police. Okay? Okay, let's start. Enough of that. Let's go. So, I'm going to be using today, see if I can get y'all to go down to the, down, baby. Let me make this a little bit tighter. My kids have been using all of my stuff since I've been down in the dumps, sick and stuff. So this is a little loose to me. I don't know, you guys. Let's get started. What I have right here is 3 pounds of pretty lean ground beef. I think this is a 80-20 mix of ground beef, okay? And I'm going to show you guys what I put in my meatloaf. I'm going to show you everything that I use so you'll know exactly what I do, okay? This is just a suggestion. Use all or a sum of or a variation. Like I said, when I'm cooking, I have drawn from many recipes and I just do what I like from the main recipe. So I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to put me on some gloves. Actually, my hands are clean. I'm going to put my gloves on, my brand new gloves. And we're going to get started with this meatloaf, okay? Let me show you what I put in there first, okay? Now, this is the end pieces of bread, okay? This is 4 slices of end pieces, okay? I'm going to use a total of 6, but this is 4 pieces. And what I do, you guys, is I take about a cup of milk, before I start doing all of this mixing, I take me some bread and I pour about a cup of milk right on top of this bread. Now, what I did before I started, I toasted this bread. And it's kind of like an oxymoron, or, you know, you just defeating the purpose. But I don't know why I do that, y'all. So you don't have to do that step. That's just something that I do. And what I want this to do is just soak up that fluid, that liquid of that milk, okay? So this was 4 pieces, and that was 1 cup of milk. This is 3 pounds of ground beef, okay? And I just let this sit while I get my other ingredients ready, okay? So this is 3 eggs that I have beaten. What you're going to do is you're going to take 1 egg per pound, okay? This is 3 eggs that I have beaten because I have 3 pounds of ground beef, okay? I'm just going to go right on top of here and let this go in here, right? This is a half a cup of ketchup. Just regular ketchup, okay? I'm just going to put that right in there. Right? Then this is a half of a large onion and a half of a red and a half of a green bell pepper, okay? So therefore, you can do 1 whole green, 1 whole red, and you can do a half of an onion. But if you like a lot of onion, you go right ahead and you use a whole onion. This really depends on what you want it to, you know, your loaf to taste like. Now, what I have done, you guys, is I have sauteed these in a tablespoon of butter for about 3 minutes because I don't like putting raw vegetables into my meatloaf and then hoping and praying that I don't have those hard pieces when it comes out of the oven. So that's also a step that if you want to take sauteing them, you can. And if you don't have to. So we've got some bell peppers, some onions, some egg in here already, right? All right. I got my bread sitting over there and some milk. And I'm going to look at the bread. Every once in a while, look over at the bread. What you want it to be is soaked, okay? You don't want it to be just super wet. You just want that bread. See, I don't hardly have any milk left. You just want that bread to soak up that milk, okay? This helps with the binding of your meatloaf, okay? And as you can see, I have 2 toasted pieces. And I'm going to show you what I do with that. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way. Okay, so I'm going to season this. This is what I season with. Use some, all, or none of these ingredients, okay? I take some Worcestershire sauce, okay? And I do about a tablespoon per pound in you know, when I'm seasoning. So I'm just going to be eyeballing, okay? Because I've been doing it for a minute. But that's a good thing to go by. About a tablespoon per pound. Now with this has got a lot of sodium. So you might want to do a half a tablespoon per pound, you know, when you're using this, okay? I'm going to hit it a couple of times with some Tabasco. Okay? Optional for sure, okay? We're going to put some salt. Now, ground beef and chicken, they are hard to season, okay? So you have to kind of be heavy-handed on your seasonings when you do ground beef and chicken, okay? I'm going to take some black pepper, and I'm going to take the top off of here because this just comes out so little bitty, itty bitty at a time, okay? So we got salt, black pepper, we've got Worcestershire sauce, and Tabasco. I'm going to take some basil. Again, 1 tablespoon per pound, okay? More if you want, but that's a good number to have in your head if you're a person that likes to have measurements, okay? Then we got some thyme. I got time if you got time. Oh, Lord, I'm so funny. Ooh, that's good here. And then we've got my fave old garlic powder. Now, I'm not going to use my onion powder. I've got a good balance of onion in there. Okay? So now I'm going to take this out. Spoon out. Because I'm going to have to get down with the get down. All right? I'm going to check this bread and see if I like it. Okay? It's all good and mushy. Okay? I'm going to kind of just break it loose a little bit with this spoon, okay? Now, that's good. Hardly have any liquid oil. That's when you know you got a good little ratio. Okay? Let me not say nothing wrong, baby. Child. These folks be ready to get me. Why don't you just go on to another channel where they do everything perfect? Because that ain't here. You're going to learn. And at 53, I ain't changing too much. Now, I can learn something still at 53, but at this point, I'm just who I'm going to be at this point. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my gloves on. Bless me, oh Lord. Okay? And I'm going to mix this up really, really good. Right? We're going to mix this thing up really good. We want to get in there with your hands. And you want to get to getting. The, I don't know, the texture that you're looking for. You don't want it to be super wet. But then you don't want it to be dry. Okay? So it's kind of tricky. But if you think about how many pounds you have. I have 3. And you think about, you know, all of your seasonings and one egg per pound of meat and things of that nature. I think you can't go wrong. Okay? I think you can't go wrong. So, you know, get down in there. Don't try to, because you don't want to, what you don't want is a loaf with a big clunk of seasoning here and then no seasoning there. You know, you want it all to do that. Do what it needs to do. What you're going to do with you guys, I have my oven on 400 because this is a big loaf, okay? You'll probably be doing a smaller loaf, so 350 to 375 will be fine for you for an hour. But you see, it's where I can mold it, okay? You want to be able to have it where you can mold it and get all your good stuff from around the sides. Make sure. And then just look through it. Pick it up and look through it. Make sure you see those peppers in there. You see that seasoning in there, okay? And that's all you have to do. You guys, I'm going to put this right into my mold. And I guess I can show y'all that. Just so y'all can see it. But I think it's self-explanatory. Let me show you guys what I do to mine. And this is just a preference as well. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I do. I take these 2 pieces of toast. Let me wash my hands right quick. All right. I take two of the pieces of toast that I had. And I put them down at the bottom of my container that I'm gonna be putting my meat on. This just gives a texture at the bottom. You're gonna have your sauce at the top. This just gives a texture at the bottom of the pan, and it just gives it. It ain't mandatory, you know. I got this from some recipe I read on somebody. And I tried it one time and it wasn't bad. They kind of toast up a little bit, and you know, and you can, sometimes when I don't get a good coverage, like I'll take some breadcrumbs and I'll just mix it in with this and I'll just put them down on the bottom. Just for something for the meat to sit on and just another layer of texture, okay? Like now, I want a little bit down here. So I'm going to put a little breadcrumbs down here. Mix it in with that. This is the kind of stuff that I keep on hand. Breadcrumbs and stuff like that. Just to give that little texture, little body. It revitalizes it. You see what I'm saying? You know, it just gives it that little something extra. Make people say, what did you do different to yours, you know? Because we know that most people know how to make, you know, a meatloaf, right? A decent one. So you just want yours to have a little bit of something, okay? That makes people say, wow. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this. Give me one. Have y'all decided what y'all want to eat for Mother's Day yet? I thought I wanted crab legs, but now I think I'm going to have barbecue. And my brother does the best barbecue. So I'm going to let him do me some ribs and some chopped beef and some sliced beef. And what else did I say that I want from him? Something else. So he's going to do me some barbecue. That's what he does. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this right down on here. I don't want it to go everywhere because I don't want those breadcrumbs nowhere but on the bottom. Okay. Now this is where it gets tricky because you gotta you want it to be tight, y'all. Get it molded and get it tight so that when it's baking, it don't start falling all apart on you while it's in the oven. So you gotta have it loose and let me see. You gotta have it. You see it ain't moving much, okay? You see that, right? Then when you come in to mold it, you get all of those cracks out. You mold it just like you want it to be. Now, normally, I try to cook mine in this pan that I have that's where it don't really have a lot of room to expand. If it's got a lot of room to expand, it's going to expand. Especially if it's not tight. If it's real watery, it's going to expand. So that's another reason why you want to get it just right. You want to get it just so that it's not moving on you. Just mold it. Don't take all of those, get all of those little cracks out and mold it to the size that you want, to the length, to the width that you want, okay? I like them to be pretty wide, okay? So that's why I'm still messing with that. And what I do, because I said to you guys, this is beef. I go right back on the top of my meatloaf and I season my meatloaf one more time with my ingredients, with my seasonings. You know, you see how I'm doing this? I'm moving the bread in. I'm moving everything in. I want it tight, okay? I don't want it cracking on me. Go down the sides and get it tight, okay? Get any cracks out of it. Try to even it out. See how pretty that looks? It should stay pretty much that tight once you get it in the oven. Look on the sides. Make sure you like everything about it, okay? So we have that. Then I come in and I take my seasonings and I just go lightly across the tops and sides. Just like that. The same seasonings that I told you guys I was going to use. How many minutes are we at? Okay. 19, okay. I'm going to try to hurry up, y'all. We get it in the oven for about 45 to an hour. And then I'll be back to show you guys how it came out. I'm going to show you a sauce that I'm going to make, but let me get this in the oven. Hold on just a second. Be right back. Okay, you guys, so now I'm back, and my meatloaf has been in the oven about 30 minutes. So I'm going to show you how I do my topping. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead on and put the topping on at the beginning. I just prefer to let it cook and kind of mold up a little bit before I put the topping on there. And then I never know if it's going to stay firm like I want and stuff like this. So I just do this about halfway in and wait till about halfway in before I put the topping on there. So let me show you what I do. Now this is her out of the oven after cooking about, like I said, 30 minutes. You can see she looks pretty good. You're going to have to drain it, you know, some. Get out of that little stuff from on the sides. I prefer to do that. You don't have to. That bread will help soak some of that grease up. So just discard everything that's around your meatloaf. Let me put y'all in a little bit more view. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, that looks better. Okay, so I'm gonna put about a cup of ketchup in this bowl. This is just my topping. Think of how you want it to taste. I always want my topping to be a little savory, a little sweet, and to have just a kick, just a little kick of heat. Okay, so I'm gonna put about a cup of ketchup in this bowl. This is very hot, you guys. And then I'm gonna put some stone ground mustard. You can use Dijon mustard. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of both because they do both have their own distinctive taste, and I like them both. I'm gonna do a couple of dashes of Tabasco. All right, and then I'm going to put about a tablespoon or so of packed brown sugar in here. And I'm going to taste it. Now, sometimes I will add sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. I just do whatever I want to for this topping. And you feel free to do the same. This is just a guide, okay? And just an idea. So we're going to see what this tastes like. Get the consistency that I want. And get the taste that I want. It's very important because this is going to go on there and you don't want it to not taste good. So I always taste it. Let's go back. Okay, I like that. And I am going to get my old trusty barbecue sauce out because I know my family likes that when I do that. And this is just some Sweet Baby Ray's sweet and spicy. And I'm just going to do a bloop of that, okay? So again, I used some ground mustard, some Dijon, but I didn't use Dijon. I used stone ground mustard. I like that texture. And I used some ketchup, a little splash of Tabasco, and then I just threw me some Sweet Baby Ray's sweet and spicy in there, okay? So let's taste it now. Yeah, I like that. And if you want it a little thicker, you want to make, because I like it to have like some thickness to it, because I don't want it just to run down the sides of this. So I like to have a little thickness. And sometimes when I can't get that with this, I'm going to go with this. When I can't get that with this, I'll put me some tomato paste on there. So I'm going to be putting this on the top of here. I'm going to bake this for an additional 20 minutes. And when I come back, you'll see the results. Okay, y'all, I'm here for the last time on this meatloaf video. Here she is. Here she be, honey. This is my meatloaf out of the oven with the topping on it. I love the way she looks now. I'm having a little OCD moment because I cracked her. She was so perfect, y'all. Oh, I'm so sad, but I cracked her this last time when I was getting the rest of this grease off of around here. I got a crack. Lord, y'all know I'm OCD. Oh, y'all know I can't stand nothing like that. But she's done. It took about 50 minutes, you guys, on 400. If you want to cook it down lower on 350, it'll take you about 60 to 70 minutes in total with the top on there. You can do the top at the beginning. You can do it at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a little bit of a taste. because I'm waiting on everything else to get ready. I'm going to be pairing this with some fried cabbage, some canned sweet potatoes. Let me know if you guys want to. I think I did this on the Thanksgiving, but if you want an individual video on these, let me know. These are my canned sweet potatoes, and I can show you and tell you how to ritize them and have them tasting like homemade. I love them. So, and you guys, look for the video on the fried cabbage. I will be showing you how I did my fried cabbage as well. But right now, it's about this meatloaf. The meatloaf is the show. I'm going to give me a little bit right off the edge. I like to let it sit a little while longer because I want to be able to cut those slices. So I'm not going to mess with it a lot. I'm just going to go right here in this corner and I'm going to taste it. Okay, we're going to pray about it. Lord, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for coming here, being able to say that we are still here in the land of the living. We thank you for all of your blessings. We thank you for just being God and letting us be here in this life. God, we want to, I'm sorry, you guys. I get emotional. I just want to thank you, God, for healing my husband. He's not fully healed, but he's still here with me, and I'm just so grateful. God, anybody that's suffering during this coronavirus, Lord, I ask that you would touch them as well. Bless the hands that prepared this food, God. Let it be a nourishment to our bodies. Bless anyone that tries this recipe with their family. Let it be a hit in their home. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. I'm sorry, you guys. I get emotional about my husband every time. Okay, so this is the meatloaf. Oh God, that's some good little crusty crust right there. That's from that brown sugar and all that. Oh yeah, let me taste it. Okay. Yes. Amen and amen. Y'all, this is some good meatloaf. If you've already got a bum meatloaf recipe and you see something that I did that you think I'll be interested in trying, try me a comment down below. I'll definitely give it a look and try it. These are just ideas. No wrong, no right. Let's all just getting this thing together. I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to bring these recipes to you. And I would just like you to subscribe to this channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Because what? Your food ain't all the way live until it's been retitized. And I hope you enjoyed this one. I know it got a little lengthy. Forgive me for that. But sometime I'm going to talk on a tutorial. Duh. Okay. I'll see you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Mwah.